So good morning all. This is our fourth lecture of groundwater hydrology, and this is a consecutive 24th number of lecture on the hydrology and water resources engineering. Multiply by 2. Okay, so in the previous lectures we had seen the various parts related to the groundwater hydrology. Now today we are going to discuss about the well irrigation, that to be open wells. Two wells are nothing but the wells those are getting two wells those we are considering here. The wells those are penetrating inside confined aquifers. So those are nothing but the tube wells. So now the open wells, that part has been remained. Number of the times we used to consider that open wells are those wells those used to penetrate into the unconfined aquifer. Okay, so this part already we have discussed. I'm not going to have any sort of the discussion over this. So today I would like to start for directly the part of the open wells. Part means about the open wells, where they are, what are their uses, and how the discharge equation is exist along with the drawdown and the different water levels related to the open wells. That we will go for. Okay. Those examples we had seen last time only. There are assumptions on all those things. Those we will discuss that in details. These numericals are also we had seen in the last exam, last class only. I think this one is the last example which we had seen in a previous class. Okay. Now we'll start for the open wells. So might be all of you are aware about that open wells. What means about the open wells and what they are there in. सर्वांना ओपन वेल्स ह्या माहित असतील. ज्यांच्याकडे शेती आहे किंवा शेती जरी नसेल तरी बऱ्याच वेळा तुम्ही पोहण्यासाठी विहिरीमध्ये गेला असणार आहे, स्विमिंग साठी. सो ऑल दोज आर नथिंग बट द ओपन वेल्स. नाउ यू विल go into the technical data or the technical things of an open wells. Then we can say that open wells are those wells those are having a shallow depth. Their depth is a shallow, and whereas their diameters are comparatively more as compared to the tube wells or the bore wells. आपलं जर का बोरवेल बघितला किंवा आपण त्याला साधा आपण सिंपल भाषेमध्ये बोर म्हणतो, आणि बऱ्याच वेळा आपण त्याच्यावरती हँडपंप लावलेला असतो, हापसा आपण म्हणतो त्याला. त्या ज्या वेल्स असतात त्यांची डेप्थ ही खूप मोठी असते, म्हणजे around about 300 foot on an average I am talking about, means about 100 meters they used to have a depth, but their diameters are so less. They are about hardly 12 inch, hardly I'm talking about, and they may used to have a less than that also. But whenever we used to consider the open wells, then open wells used to have a larger diameters. Its diameter मोठा असतो आणि its depth ही comparatively कमी असते. So the open wells are nothing but the large diameter wells. Those are dug down to the water bearing strata. मग ते कुठेपर्यंत खोदायच्या, तर बऱ्याच वेळा आपण बघतो की शेतामध्ये जर का विहिरी बघितल्या, if you consider the wells those are there in fields of the farmer, those are dug for the purpose of the irrigation only, that is to get and water for the irrigation purpose from the groundwater itself. So in that case the farmer used to continue his digging till getting the water for the that well. म्हणजे काय म्हणतो आपण की विहीर खोदत असताना आपण म्हणतो की विहिरीला पाणी लागलं, म्हणजेच काय झालं की ते विहिरीची जी डेप्थ आहे ती बरोबर वॉटर बेरिंग स्टार्टापर्यंत गेली. दॅट इज नथिंग बट द वॉटर बेरिंग स्टार्टा. मग बऱ्याच वेळा फार्मर काय करतो की एक कुठेतरी ऍक्विफर त्याला कट झालेला असतो, नो डाऊट की कुठेतरी तो पर्चेड ऍक्विफर असतो, परंतु आणखी पाणी जास्त लागावं किंवा आणखी जास्त पाणी मिळावं म्हणून तो काय करतो, तर ही यूज टू कंटिन्यू डिगिंग अगेन. म्हणजे पुन्हा एकदा काय करतो शेतकरी, पुन्हा एकदा खाली खोदत जातो, पुन्हा आणखी त्याला एखादा कुठेतरी एखादा स्प्रिंग मिळतो, म्हणजे झरा लागतो विहिरीला. म्हणजे काय होतं, पुन्हा एखादा कुठलं तरी ऍक्विफर कट होतो किंवा ऍक्विफर मधून बाहेर येणार कुठला छोटासा स्प्रिंग असतो, क्रॅक मधून पाणी येणार असतो, लिकी ऍक्विफर आपण म्हणूया, त्याच्यामधून पाणी येणार त्याला बरोबर ते त्या विहिरीला मिळतो. आणि नंतर काय करतो शेतकरी, तर ते त्याच्या कॅपॅसिटी एवढं, म्हणजे त्या शेतीला लागणारं जे पाणी आहे तेवढ्या कॅपॅसिटी एवढं पाणी जर का विहिरीमध्ये यायला लागलं तर तो पुन्हा ते डिगिंग थांबवतो. It is a general idea, general overview I'm talking about. Okay, so the large diameter wells, those are dug down and then up to the water bearing strata are considered as an open wells. They are shallow in depth and their depths generally doesn't exceed a 20 meters, means round about 65 feet they used to have. तुम्ही आता बऱ्याच वेळा बघितलं असेल, आता सध्याला काय केलं जातं तर एक्सकेव्हेशन करताना हे डायरेक्टली हायड्रॉलिक मशीन्सने केलं जातं, म्हणजे जेसीबी आपण म्हणतो त्याच्याने केलं जातं. आणि साधारणतः जे नवीन ऍडव्हान्स जे इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स आहेत त्याप्रमाणे 40 फीट्स पर्यंत, म्हणजे विदाउट हॅव्हिंग एनी रॅम्प न खोदता डिरेक्टली त्याची जी काय म्हणतो आपण त्याला सोंड म्हणतो, बूम, हा एक्झॅक्टली बूम, त्याची जी बूम असते त्या बूमची जी हाईट असते ती साधारणतः 30-40 फुटापर्यंत असते. म्हणजे ग्राउंड लेवल पासून 40 फीट पर्यंत डिगिंग हे डिरेक्टली त्या जेसीबीने विदाउट हॅव्हिंग एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ रॅम्प ही यूज टू गो फॉर. अँड बियॉन्ड दॅट दे यूज टू गो फॉर अ रॅम्प. म्हणजे काय होतं, साईडला एका साईडला कोणत्या तरी विहिरीच्या एक साधारणतः 5 ते 7 फुटापर्यंतचा असा रॅम्प घेतला जातो, ट्रेंच केली जाते. ते ट्रेंच किती असते तर साधारणतः ते जे मशीन असतं ते तिथपर्यंत जाऊन व्यवस्थित ते रोटेट व्हावं अशा पद्धतीने केलं जातो. अँड आफ्टर दॅट दे यूज टू गो फॉर अ कंटिन्यूइंग द डिगिंग. दॅट इज द प्रोसेस वी कॅन से. But in the ancient days, the practice which was adapted for the open wells or digging of the open wells, that is the blasting and the lorries. म्हणजे काय करायचे सुरुवातीला, पूर्वीच्या काळी काय करायचे, directly by using rods they used to go for formation of the holes. आपण काय म्हणतो म्हणजे पार घ्यायची आणि पारेने खोदत खोदत जाऊन असं त्याला एक होल पाडलं जायचं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये नंतर ना जिलेटिन वगैरे इन्सर्ट करून ब्लास्ट केला जायचा. तर सध्याला काय केलं जातं तर सध्याला डायरेक्टली ट्रॅक्टर ऑपरेटेड मशीन्स असतात, बरोबर. त्याने काय केलं जातं डायरेक्टली हायड्रॉलिक ऍप्लिकेशन करून ड्रिलिंग केलं जातं आणि ड्रिलिंग मध्ये नंतर ना पुन्हा ब्लास्ट केलं जातं. आणि ब्लास्टिंग करून नंतर ना लॉरीचा वापर करून, मे बी बुलक ऑपरेटेड लॉरीज और नाउडेज इंजिन ऑपरेटेड लॉरीज, they used to go for taking out that material from the wells. Okay, this is a general consideration. Then generally whenever we used to dug the open wells, in that case the portion from the lower depths, म्हणजे जो वरचा जो पोर्शन असतो जो आणि की जो अपर सरफेस जो रहता है अर्थ का, वो क्या होता है बाद में स्लाइड होता है. और स्लाइड होकर क्या होता है वो डायरेक्टली इनसाइड वेल में बाद में कोलॅप्स हो जाता है. आपण काय म्हणतो ढासळतो म्हणतो आपल्या भाषेमध्ये. पावसाळ्यामध्ये काय होतं, पाऊस पडलं की साईडची जी माती असते ती कोलॅप्स होते आणि बरोबर विहिरीमध्ये जाते. म्हणजे काय होतं की विहिरीची डेप्थ पुन्हा कमी होते आणि आपण म्हणतो की विहिरीमध्ये गाळ साचला. आणि क्या हो गया, जो भी डेब्रिज वगैरह जो रहते हैं वो सॉइल रहता है, वो सॉइल एट द लास्ट एट द बेस ऑफ द वेल यूज टू गेट तो साचला जातो. क्लिअर, आपण त्याला सेडिमेंटेशन असं म्हणतो. मग असं होऊ नये म्हणून काय केलं जातं, टू अवॉइड दॅट जनरली साइड वॉल्स आर युजली लाइंड. म्हणून काय केलं जातं, देस टू गो फॉर अ रिंग. आपण त्याला रिंग टाकली म्हणतो विहिरीला. साधारणतः 2 to 2.5 feet dimension other than the main diameter of the well. They used to go for a digging of excavation of the soil around the well, and in that at the periphery used to go for either the RCC ring nowadays, or it is to get lined by a stone masonry. Or generally the farmer used to adapt in a practice of having an walls without any binding material of stones. क्लिअर, आपण त्याला कडा बांधणी म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये. विहिरीची कडा बांधली म्हणतो आपण, किंवा विहिरीला रिंग टाकली म्हणतो आपण. दॅट इज द प्रॅक्टिस विच इज फॉलोड फॉर द ओपन वेल्स फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द sides from the getting collapsed into the wells. Then whenever there is a no pumping from the well, यानी कि जब हम वो कुएं से पानी बाहर नहीं निकलते हैं तो उसका जो वाटर लेवल जो रहता है, उसमें जो पानी होता है उसका वाटर लेवल एग्जैक्टली ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल इंडिकेट करता है. यानी कि जो भी ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल का हाइट रहेगा, जहां से भी पानी आता है कुएं में, उसका जितना हाइट रहेगा, जितना लेवल रहेगा, उतना ही लेवल वो कुएं में रहता है. ओके, और कभी कभी क्या होता है, यदि हमारा जो कुआं है, जो वेल है, वो यदि कन्फाइंड एक्यूपर में गया है तो उसमें क्या होगा, फिजोमेट्रिक हेड उतना होगा. यानी कि उसका जो वाटर लेवल रहेगा वो वाटर लेवल हमारे जो वाटर टेबल रहेगा किसमें, कन्फाइंड एक्यूपर में, उसके ऊपर आएगा. That is the condition. But here we are assuming that the open wells are now they are getting up to the water table strata, means they are water bearing strata, means they are in a unconfined aquifer only. It means the water level inside the well is exactly equals to the groundwater surface or groundwater level, we can say. Now when the pumping used to start, or when we used to start the pumping, फ्रॉम द वेल, यानी कि जब हम वो कुएं से पानी बाहर निकलना शुरू कर देते हैं बाय यूजिंग द पंप्स एंड मोटर्स और इंजन एंड पंप वी कैन से, in that case what happens, the water level used to go on decreasing and decreasing, यानी कि वो क्या होता है, वाटर लेवल धीरे धीरे कम होता जाता है और हम क्या बोलते हैं कि पानी जो है कुएं का वो नीचे जा रहा है, वो नीचे जा रहा है, यानी कि क्या हो रहा है, ट्रू डाउन हो रहा है, यानी कि क्या हुआ है, वो अभी डिप्रेस हो रहा है वाटर लेवल। तब क्या होता है, जो ग्राउंड वाटर लेवल रहता है इनिशियली वो धीरे धीरे नीचे जाता है, और जो नीचे जाने का उसका जो रेट रहता है, और मान लो कि एक कांस्टेंट लेवल उसने अचीव कर दिया, उसके बाद में क्या होता है, वो वाटर नीचे नहीं जाता है, यानी कि इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, जितना आप पानी बाहर निकाल रहे थे उतना ही पानी आपके कुएं में आ रहा है। ओके, सो दैट डिफरेंस of the elevations or the heights we can say between initial groundwater table and the water level inside the well is called as a depression head or a drawdown, यानी कि जो अभी पानी का लेवल जो कम हो गया, घट गया पानी का लेवल, वो जो मैग्नीट्यूड है उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, ड्रॉडाउन और डिप्रेशन हेड। हियर वी आर कंसीडरिंग मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स एज अ डिप्रेशन हेड, और उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड रहता है वो डिप्रेशन हेड का, यानी कि जो भी हमारा, मैंने क्या बोला कि इनिशियली हम जब पंप करना शुरू करते हैं, पानी बाहर निकलना शुरू करते हैं, तो वाटर लेवल फास्टली कम हो जाता है, क्योंकि फास्टली वाटर लेवल क्या होता है, नीचे 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 जाना शुरू होता है। तो वो उसका जो नीचे जाने का जो रेट है, वो डिप्रेशन हेड जो है, दैट इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द डिस्चार्ज क्यू वी कैन से, दैट इज द रेट ऑफ फ्लो इन द वेल इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द डिप्रेशन हेड, यानी कि अभी यदि आप मान लो यहाँ पे कि कुएं में पानी आ रहा है, वो आपके डिप्रेशन हेड को प्रोपोर्शनल है ऐसा मान लो, नहीं तो जो आप पानी बाहर निकाल रहे हैं, जितना बाहर निकाल रहे हैं उतना ही कुएं में आ रहा है। सो हम क्या बोलेंगे यहाँ पे, दैट flow rate inside the whale or whatever we are taking outside the whale is directly proportional to the depression head. ओके, अब ये कब कब तक रहता है, एक फिक्स्ड वैल्यू तक रहता है। उसके बाद में क्या रहता है कि हमने बहुत बार आपने देखा होगा, यदि आपके पास ओपन वेल है, यानी कुआं है, और आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा कि जब हम पंपिंग करना स्टार्ट करते हैं और जहां से पानी कुएं में आता है उसको हम झरना बोलते हैं, यदि वाटर लेवल हमारा डिप्रेस होते होते वो झरने तक गया, तो क्या होता है, झरने में से हमें सॉइल बाहर आने का आता हुआ आपने देखा होगा, यानी क्या होता है, ज्या वेळेस पाण्याची लेवल आपली झऱ्यापर्यंत जाते आणि तेव्हाही आपण जर का त्याच कॉन्स्टंटने आपण जर का पाणी बाहेर काढण्याचं सुरू ठेवलं, लिफ्टिंग सुरू केलं बाहेर, तर त्या केसमध्ये काय होतं, आपल्याला बऱ्याच वेळा त्या झऱ्यामधून माती आणि खडे आलेले दिसतात। म्हणजे त्यावेळेस काय होतं की जो तुमचा फ्लो रेट आहे येणारा विहिरीमध्ये येणारा आणि विहिरीमधून बाहेर काढणारा हा वेगळा वेगळा राहतो। इट मीन्स दॅट द रेट ऍट विच यू आर डुईंग पंपिंग is more than the rate at which the water is coming inside the well, and that particular head is considered as or called as a critical depression head। यानी कि क्या हो गया, क्रिटिकल डिप्रेशन हेड में क्या हो गया, जो भी पानी कुएं में आ रहा था वो पानी क्या कर रहा, अभी डिसलॉगिंग कर रहा। किसका डिसलॉगिंग, जो भी सॉइल पार्टिकल्स, जो भी पार्टिकल्स थे किसके, एक्वीफर के, वो एक्वीफर के पार्टिकल्स, फॉर्मेशन के पार्टिकल्स अब क्या हो गए, वो धीरे धीरे वो कुएं में आना शुरू कर दिया उन्होंने। दैट इज कंसिडर्ड एज एन डिप्रेशन हेड। सो this is the maximum depression head at which the dislodging of a particle starts, and the corresponding head at this condition is considered as a critical depression head। म्हणजे जास्तीत जास्त पाण्याचा जास्तीत जास्त जे डिप्रेशन झालं, जास्तीत जास्त ड्रॉडाऊन जे झालं, त्याच्या बियॉन्ड जर का आपण गेलो किंवा तिथपर्यंत जर का आपण गेलो, तर काय होणार आहे, त्या विहिरीमध्ये जिथून पाणी येतंय त्या पोर्शन मधून बरोबर सॉइलचं किंवा त्या रॉकचं डिसलॉगिंग सुरू होणार आणि त्याच्यामधून आतमध्ये आपल्याला विहिरीमध्ये पाण्याबरोबर सॉइलचे पार्टिकल सगळे दिसतात। दॅट इज कन्सिडर्ड ऍज अन क्रिटिकल डिप्रेशन हेड। क्लियर? नाउ for the critical depression head, whatever the yield we used to get, यानी कि क्रिटिकल डिप्रेशन हेड के वक्त जो हमें पानी हम बाहर निकाल रहे हैं कुएं में से, that head is called as a maximum yield or a critical yield, यानी कि उससे ज्यादा हम तो नहीं निकाल सकेंगे अभी। यदि आपने उससे ज्यादा मान लो कि आपने उससे ज्यादा आपका पंपिंग रेट किया, तो क्या होगा, पानी उतना झरने से अंदर ही नहीं आ रहा है, तो क्या होगा, we will not get a continuous discharge outside the well, यानी कि जो भी हमारा पंप ऑपरेट होगा वो हमें कंटिन्यू डिस्चार्ज नहीं देगा, वो क्या होगा, फ्लक्चुएट होगा कि पानी आएगा बंद होगा, पानी आएगा बंद होगा, यानी कि जब तक वो पंप की कैपेसिटी उतना पानी वहां पे उसके सक्शन पे और जो उसका फुटबॉल वाला स्ट्रेनर रहेगा, आपण त्याला मराठीमध्ये गाडगा असं म्हणतो, गाडगा आणि जाळी म्हणतो, त्याच्यापर्यंत जेवढं पाणी आलंच नाहीये तर तेवढं ते आपल्याला बाहेर पाणी मिळणारच नाहीये. इट मीन्स दॅट इट विल टेक अ सर्टेन टाइम टू गेट अँड दॅट मच कॅपॅसिटी ऑफ द वॉटर which is the capacity of that pump, and then it will take out the, it will give us at the outlet. Okay, so this is considered as a critical yield. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा म्हणतो, तुम्ही बऱ्याच वेळा हा शब्द ऐकला असेल, बोरवेलच्या बाबतीमध्ये मोटरने गुटकी मारली म्हणतो आपण. तर मोटरने किंवा पंपने गुटकी मारली म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय राहतो की at that condition the whatever the water which is there inside the coming inside the well is less than the capacity of the pump. मग त्यावेळेचा जो हेड आहे तो काय झाला, आपला क्रिटिकल डिप्रेशन हेड झाला. म्हणजे त्यावेळेस आपल्याला काय झालं, कंटिन्युअस डिस्चार्ज आपल्याला बाहेर त्या पंपद्वारे मिळत नाहीये. आणि ही कंडिशन आपण बऱ्याच वेळा बोरवेलच्या बाबतीमध्ये ऐकलेली असते. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा म्हणतो की आता बोरने गुटकी मारली म्हणजे आता पाणी कंटिन्युअसली येणार नाहीये. दॅट इज द कंडिशन वी टू टॉक अबाउट. ओके, this is about a critical depression head we can. Now the next head is safe working head. आता हा critical depression head झाला. दुसरा जो हेड येतो तो सेफ वर्किंग हेड. म्हणजे आपण काय केलं, बऱ्याच वेळा आपण म्हणतो की विहिरीला 4 इंच पाणी लागलं, 3 इंच पाणी लागलं, 2.5 इंच पाणी लागलं, किंवा बोरला 2.5 इंच पाणी लागलं, 4 इंच पाणी लागलं. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय की यू विल पुट अप देअर पंप विच इज हॅव्हिंग द कॅपॅसिटी ऑफ द 4 इंच पर which is going to discharge water at a constant rate, by if you have used a 4-inch pipe therein, then the discharge coming out of that 4-inch pipe is continuous without that much appreciable pressure we can say. म्हणजे बिना जास्त प्रेशरचा कंटिन्युअसली आपल्याला जर का त्या 4 इंच पाईप मधून पाणी कंटिन्युअसली मिळालं तर आपण काय म्हणतो की त्या बोरचा डिस्चार्ज हा 4 इंच आहे किंवा त्या पंपचा डिस्चार्ज 4 इंच आहे. परंतु कंडिशन काय होते, बऱ्याच वेळा जर का बोरमध्ये किंवा विहिरीमध्ये येणारा जो पाण्याचा रेट आहे तो जर का समजा आपला 2 इंच आहे, म्हणजे काय, आपण 2 इंच डायमीटरचा पाईप तिथं लावला आणि त्याच्यामधून साधारणतः ऍव्हरेज वेलॉसिटीने पाणी कंटिन्युअसली येत आहे. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय झाला की दॅट अ नेट यील्ड ऑर अ कंटिन्युअस यील्ड ऑफ दॅट वेल इज 2 इंच. आपल्या भाषेमध्ये झालं ते. मग त्या केसमध्ये जर का आपण 1 इंच जर का तिथं पंप लावला, म्हणजे 2 इंच पाणी येतंय विहिरीमध्ये आणि आपण 1 इंचचा पंप ठेवला तर काय होणार आहे, विल गेट अ कंटिन्युअस डिस्चार्ज because the whatever the outlet discharge we are getting, that is only 1 inch we can say, isn't it? 1 inch per second we will consider now. 1 inch per second we will consider, or say it as an equivalent to the unit meter cube per second we will consider. Unit meter cube per second. So we are assuming here as in a 2 unit or 2 meter cube per second, that much water is coming inside the well, and now we have provided the pump of 1 meter cube per second capacity. It means that continuously we will get the discharge because additional discharge of 1 meter cube per second is coming inside the well. आणि तो कुठेपर्यंत येणार, त्याची पातळी वाढत वाढत जाणार नाही, एका ठराविक लेवल पातळी त्याची वाढणार नाही. म्हणजे कुठेपर्यंत, when it will exactly match to the groundwater table, after that there will not be rise in a water level inside the well. So that working head we can say, or suppose that if we will put up there a pump of a 2 meter cube per second capacity. म्हणजे आपण आता काय केलं, now we have an source of the water for the well as a 2 meter cube per second, and we have provided the pump also for 2 meter cube per second. It means that we are exactly taking the amount which is equals to the amount which is coming inside the well, isn't it? Beyond that we can't go for, that is the critical we can say, that is a critical condition, means a critical head we can say, or critical discharge we can say. Now suppose that here we are taking out, or pump capacity here is a 1.9 meter cube per second. Pump capacity is 1.9 meter cube per second, and the water coming inside the well is a 2 meter cube per second. It means that we are on the safer side. As we are on a safer side means we are taking out only 1.9 and flow in coming inside the well is a 2. It means that that yield is considered as a safe yield of that particular well, and the head corresponding to that, it is called as a safe working head. Means there will not be any sort of dislogging. म्हणजे त्या केसमध्ये कधीही डिसलॉगिंग होणार नाहीये, कारण पाणी कंपल्सरी कसं असणार, त्या झऱ्याच्या वरती असणार. The water level inside the well will be always above the sorry that spring. त्या झरा असणार, त्या झऱ्याच्या वरती असणार आहे. So the maximum working head up to which no dislogging of a particle occurs, that is called as a safe working head. And at the safe working head, the capacity of the pump or the discharge which we are taking outside the well is always less than the discharge which is coming inside the well. Clear? Now with respect to the safe working head, we are going to have an design parameters. At this condition, the outflow or output from the well is equals to the inflow into the well, or it may be less than. Exactly, if you're talking about, if you consider exactly inflow is equals to outflow, then there may be a chance of a dislogging. So on a safer side, I'm considering over here is that we are taking outside the water as a 1.9, where inside coming inside the well is a 2. Okay, then regarding the relationship between the critical working head and the safe working head, the safe working head, if we talk about, then safe working head of the yield corresponding to safe working head is a maximum yield, and it is taken as a 1/3 of the critical depression head. यानी कि क्या जो हमने किया तो कंसिडर किया था कि 2 यदि हम जितना आ रहा है, यानी कि 2 मीटर क्यूब पर सेकंड आ रहा है और 2 मीटर क्यूब पर सेकंड आउटसाइड लिया तो क्रिटिकल हो गया. तो सेपर साइड जो भी लेना है हमें, तो कितना लेना चाहिए उसका 1/3 यानी कि 2/3, isn't it? यानी कि 2/3 is going to indicate as an a safer depression head, we can say that is a safe working head, यानी कि 0.66 meter cube per second will be our safe working head if the 2 meter cube per second discharge is a critical discharge. Clear? Now the next point regarding the same is that the safe yield corresponding to working head is given as, यानी कि अभी safe working corresponding head कौन सा आ गया, 1/3 of a critical head आ गया, that is equals to 2 is equals to K into H. In the previous slide I had told that rate of a depression or the rate of a drawdown is directly proportional to the rate of the water which you are taking outside from the well. आपण जे पाणी विहिरीमधून बाहेर घेतोय त्याचा रेट किंवा तो डिस्चार्ज हा डायरेक्टली वॉटर लेवल कमी होण्याला डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल आहे. Q is equals to H म्हटलं होतं. That is purely applicable for a safe working head. Clear? Now if you consider the proportionality constant here, means Q is proportional to the H, means Q is equals to KH, then K is nothing but the characteristics of the aquifer. K we are assuming here as a characteristics of a aquifer, isn't it? Now if you consider the K in the form of the equation only, then K is equals to Q by H, and it is called as a specific capacity of a well, which is considered as a specific capacity of a well. Now if we rearrange it, in that case, okay, we will go for that afterwards. Now another part I want to talk over here is that is a specific capacity, and it may be defined as a discharge per unit of drawdown. H is nothing but the drawdown. The water level depression means the drawdown, means K is considered as or defined as a discharge per unit of drawdown. Then by rearranging the terms of the equation, Q is equals to KH, multiplying and dividing by A, you will get Q is equals to K into A into H upon A. Just I did the multiplication and division to this equation by a area A. Why I did so? Because the another parameter I am going to introduce over here, that is a K by A, we can say, that is Q is equals to CAH, where C is nothing but the K by A. K is nothing but the hydraulic conductivity, and K is nothing but the discharge per unit drawdown, that is a specific capacity, and specific capacity per unit A, that is we have considering over here as a C, that is Q is equals to CH, isn't it? So that is the relation we have for the safe working head. Now we'll start for the methods of estimation of a safe yield from an open well. Now what are the methods? Those are used for a calculation, or those are used to estimate, is to find out the safe yield of a working well. There are two methods, that is a recuperation test and the pumping test. Two tests are there for estimation of a safe yield from an open well. Those are mostly used. They are nothing but the recuperation test and the pumping test. Now we'll start for the रिक्युपरेशन टेस्ट. व्हॉट इज इट मीन अबाउट द रिक्युपरेशन? रिक्युपरेशन म्हणजे काय असतं? तर रिक्युपरेशन म्हणजे काय की साधारणतः समजा तुम्ही काय केलं की एखाद्या विहिरीमध्ये पंप टाकला आणि पाणी बाहेर घ्यायला सुरुवात केली. म्हणजे काय केलं, वी हॅड इन्स्टॉल्ड अ पंप देअर ऑन अ वेल अँड वी स्टार्टेड टेकिंग वॉटर आउटसाइड द वेल. Then in that case, what happens? The water level used to goes on decreasing and decreasing up to a certain point, or up to a certain elevation, we can say. And beyond that, if the water coming inside the well is more than the water which you are taking outside the well, then in that case, the further there is a no decrease in the water level. त्याच्या beyond जी पाण्याची लेवल असते, पातळी असते विहिरीमधली, ती कमी होत नाहीये. क्लिअर? मग नंतर काय केलं, समजा आपण मोटर बंद केली, पंप बंद केला. पंप बंद केला म्हणजे काय, त्याला ऑपरेटिंग जे मशीन असणार आहे आपलं, ते आयदर पंप आयदर आपलं इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर असेल किंवा इंजिन असेल, ते आपण बंद केलं. नंतर काय होतं, बंद केल्यानंतर ना ती पाण्याची लेवल पुन्हा हळूहळू वरती येते आणि एका ठराविक लिमिट पर्यंत येते आणि तिथे थांबते. म्हणजेच याचा अर्थ काय की आपण जर का 2 इलेव्हेशन ठरवून दिले, म्हणजे पाणी आपण पंप केलं, डिप्रेस केलं एका ठराविक लेवलला, आणि त्या ठराविक लेवल पासून एका दुसऱ्या ठराविक लेवल पर्यंत येण्यासाठी जो लागणारा वेळ आहे किंवा ती पाणी जे वरती येतो त्याला म्हणायचं रिक्युपरेशन होणे. म्हणजे पाणी खाली गेल्यानंतर ना, पाण्याची पातळी कमी झाल्यानंतर ना, पूर्ववत होणे म्हणजेच रिक्युपरेशन होणे. रिकव्हरी आपण जे म्हणतो, रिकव्हरी होणे जे म्हणतो, लाईक दॅट वी कॅन कन्सिडर ओव्हर हिअर. म्हणजे काय म्हणतो की आपल्याला सपोज दॅट आय विल टेक अ सिम्पल एक्झाम्पल, की आपण काय म्हणतो की आपण कुठेतरी एखादा म्हणजे समजा आपला एखादा स्मॉल ऍक्सिडेंट झाला, आपण चालताना कुठेतरी पडलो, त्यावेळेस काय होतं की कुठेतरी आपल्या पायाला वगैरे खरचटलेलं असतं. मग त्याच्यामधून ती रिकव्हर होण्याचा जो टाइम पिरियड असतो, म्हणजे काय लागलं आपल्याला, जखम झाली, ती होणारी जी वाउंड आहे टू इट रिक्वायर्स अ सम टाइम पिरियड. म्हणजे ती पूर्णपणे पूर्वरत होण्यासाठी, तिथला जागा पूर्णपणे ती जखम झालेली बरी होण्यासाठी जी टाइम पिरियड होतो लागतो, आणि त्यानंतर आपण जे पूर्ववत कंडिशनला येतो, ती पूर्ववत कंडिशन म्हणजे जी पूर्वीची कंडिशन होती आपली ठीकठाक होतो, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द रिक्युपरेशन. म्हणजे रिकव्हरी आपण म्हणतो, तिथं आपलं त्या ऑर्गनचं रिकव्हरी झाली. Similarly, here also the water level is to come at the next level. That is nothing but the recuperation test. Suppose that here with the sketch we will go for. This is an open well. Diameter हा मोठा आहे, depth कमी आहे. Those arrows indicates that water is coming inside the well, not only from the bottom but also from the sides also. This is an initial water level. This is nothing but the initial water level, and which is nothing but the water table itself. Then what we did, we started a pumping. आपण काय केलं, इथून आपण क्यू ह्या अमाउंटने पंपिंग शुरू केलं. आफ्टर स्टार्टिंग अ पंपिंग, यानी कि हमने पंपिंग स्टार्ट करने के बाद क्या होगा, जो वाटर लेवल है तो पहले क्या होगा, कम होता जाएगा. कब तक, एक ठराविक यानी कि फिक्स्ड लेवल तक वो कम होता जाएगा, और उसके नीचे वो नहीं जाएगा. क्यों जाएगा, नहीं जाएगा, यानी कि क्या होगा, उसके बाद में, यानी कि मान लो कि यहाँ तक ही जाता है, तो इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, जो पानी अंदर आता है कुएं में, उसका जो हेड है, उसका जो मैग्नीट्यूड है, और जो हमारा पंपिंग रेट का जो मैग्नीट्यूड है, वो दोनों सेम हो जाएंगे. कहाँ पे, यहाँ पे. So what will assume that after starting a pumping, water level has been got depressed up to this level. Means we have depressed the water level from the groundwater table to the height H1, isn't it? H1 तक हमने क्या किया, डिप्रेस कर दिया, वाटर लेवल कम किया, और बाद में क्या किया हमने, जो पंप था वो पंप बंद कर दिया. पंप हमने क्या कर दिया, स्टॉप कर दिया उसको. तो वो बाद में क्या होगा, the water level will start rising. Water level inside the well will start rising. Now we'll consider that after a certain time, capital T, after a certain time, capital T, the water used to achieve the height as H2. H2 यानी कि क्या हो गया, नेक्स्ट वाटर हाइट पर. इनिशियल क्या था हमारा, H1. H1 कहां से है, वाटर ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल से, यानी कि यहां से फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस वन, दिस इज H1 इनिशियल वाटर लेवल, isn't it? ज्यादा है. बाद में आफ्टर सर्टेन टाइम, दैट इज कैपिटल T, एट टाइम T the water has been raised up to a water level H2. यानी कि कहां से H2 है, फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल, यानी कि वाटर टेबल से यहां तक ये हाइट जो है वो H2 तक आ गया. यानी कि क्या हो गया, टू गेट अ रिक्यूपरेट, to get a height of a H2 from the H1, that well has required, or that aquifer took a time interval of a T, we can say, isn't it? और जो वाटर लेवल यहाँ से, यानी कि जहाँ पे हमने ड्रॉ डाउन किया था, उससे यहाँ तक जो आया उसको, तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, रिक्यूपरेटेड. यानी कि वो क्या हो गया, बाद में उसने उसका लेवल अचीव कर दिया. that is considered as a recuperation test, isn't it? Now for the derivation part, before going for derivation part, go for this sketch side by side so that I will explain the parts over here in. Okay, so now in this method the water from the well is pumped up to a certain level, यानी कि यहाँ से हमने H1 तक पंप किया. Then after that the time required for water to reach at a original or other new level, maybe the original water level or maybe the new level, that is a recuperance, that is a recuperate we can say, यानी कि original level तक आया यानी कि recuperate हो गया, is measured, that time is measured, and from this data of a time and water level the specific yield of an open well is calculated, यानी कि by noting down the time interval required for the get. Okay, so after getting the data, which data, that is time required to get a new level or time required to recuperate the original level, and the discharge which we have taken out from that well, and the elevation difference, that is either H1 minus H2 or the H1 and H2 we can say from the main groundwater table or initial water table, is to develop the relationship. Okay, means here we have to develop the relationship for the specific yield, that is a Q we can say, with respect to the initial water level, that is H1 we can say, which has been got depressed, then the final water level H2, time required for the recuperate, that is either T or a TR we can say. A number of the times it is assumed as a capital T suffix R, that means the time of recuperation. Likewise only we used to talk about, or we used to consider about that. So by knowing those things, or all those things we have to correlate with each other. आता हे सर्वजण एकमेकांमध्ये कोरिलेट कसे करायचे, that we have to consider that, and that is nothing but the derivation part, and along with that derivation, based on that derivation the numericals are there. Okay, so now we'll start for now. Let us assume that at a certain time interval t, that is a small t, we'll assume that at a certain time interval small t, the water level has been raised from the initial water level H1. Initial water level, I'm assuming here it is a depressed water level, means the time of recuperance we are considering over here. म्हणजे काय, आपल्याला जखम झाली आणि जखम बरी व्हायला किती वेळ लागला तिथपासूनचा, म्हणजे ओरिजिनल कंडिशनला यायला लागणारा वेळ तिथपर्यंत आपण कंडिशन अजून केलेली आहे. म्हणजे काय, आपण विहिरीमधून पाणी बाहेर घेतलेलं आहे, तिची पाण्याची पातळी कमी झाली, वॉटर लेवल कमी झाली, ती कमी झालेल्या लेवल पासून दुसऱ्या लेवलला येईपर्यंत आपण मार्क केले ठराविक लेवल, दुसरी तिथं सेकंड लेवल वी हॅव मार्क्ड ओव्हर देअर, and to reach that water level up to that point how much time is required, that is a TR, that we used to consider as a recuperance time. ओके, मग आपण काय करतो, इन बिटवीन दॅट टाइम, म्हणजे त्या नेक्स्ट लेवलला H2 या लेवलला येण्या अगोदरचा पॉइंट मी कन्सिडर केलेला आहे. आय हॅव कन्सिडर interval in between that. Suppose that 2 hours it requires 2 hours to get a recuperate. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा म्हणतो बघा, विहिरीमधलं पाणी निघालं म्हणतो आपण, तर विहिरीमधलं पाणी निघालं म्हणजे याचा अर्थ काय झाला की पुन्हा आपण काय म्हणतो की विहिरीमधलं पाणी निघालेलं आहे आणि 2 तासांनी पुन्हा आपण जर का गेलो विहिरीवरती तर पाणी आणखी आलेलं असतं. म्हणजेच काय झालं, त्या पंपने पाणी विहिरीमधलं बाहेर घेतलं, पाणी कमी झालं, नंतर आपण कधी पंप सुरू करतो तर ती वॉटर लेवल जी कमी झालेली आहे ती पुन्हा ठराविक लेवलला देखील सुरू करतो पंप. म्हणजे काय झालं, दॅट टाइम इंटरवल म्हणजे 2 तास, म्हणजे आपण काय अजून करतो हिअर, दॅट वॉटर लेवल रिक्वायर्ड ऑर टूक 2 hours टू कम ऍट अ पर्टिक्युलर लेवल. आता आपण काय करतोय, तिथं विहिरीवरती बसलेलो आहे आपण, we sat there at the well only and were observing there. So after 1 hour we have observed, after 1 hour we have observed, means after 1 hour we have found that the water level has been reached up to a small h. Here I have shown over here small h, that is a water level of the well is reached up to a small h. कधी त्या 2 तासाच्या मध्यंतरी म्हणजे 1 तासाने झालेली आहे, आणि तो टाइम किती आहे, स्मॉल टी. म्हणजे काय आपण म्हणणार याला, तर तो 1 तासाचा, म्हणजे इन बिटवीन वी हॅव कन्सिडर्ड, इट इज इन्क्रीमेंट वी हॅव कन्सिडर्ड, that is the h is the height of the water level which has been came inside the water well at a time t, or we'll consider the incremental as a dH rather instead of H. Okay. Then here we'll go for firstly the assumptions which we have made over here. Let H1, this H1 is a drawdown at the start of a recuperation. म्हणजे कुठला startingचा. Please note down the things. They are having the meaning for that. H1, capital H1, because I had shown here as a capital H1 for the well. Okay, so capital H1 indicates the drawdown at the start of a recuperation. म्हणजे विहिरीमध्ये पाणी यायला सुरुवात झाली त्यावेळची जी डेप्थ होती ती डेप्थ H1 होती. म्हणजे त्यावेळेस जी पाण्याची डेप्थ होती विहिरीमधली ती H1 एवढी होती. त्यावेळेचा टाइम किती होता? टाइम T0 होता. म्हणजे आपण काय केलं त्यावेळेस पंप बंद केला आणि नंतर ना हळूहळू पाण्याची लेवल वरती यायला लागली. क्लिअर? So at the beginning, that is at a time t is equals to 0, the drawdown at the well is a H1. Then the H2. H2 म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? आफ्टर रिक्युपरेशन. आपण काय म्हटलं की इथपर्यंत पाणी आलं की पंप आपण सुरू करणार. So we had considered the next level of the water inside the well as H2. That is a drawdown at the time t is equals to TR. TR means the recuperation time. TR is nothing but the recuperation time I have considered. 2 hours we have considered time being. Okay, for a simplicity purpose, we have considered the small t as a TR, capital TR, recuperation time as a 2 hours. Okay, then the small h, that is the drawdown at any time t. म्हणजे एका तासाने मी जसं म्हटलं आपण विहिरीवरती बसलो. We have started the observation by sitting over the well only, and we have observed at 1 hour. That is the water level has been reached up to H, means the drawdown आहे कारण का मेन वॉटर टेबल जो होता आपला तिथून पुन्हा एकदा पाणी H एवढ्या डेप्थला आहे. So that is a drawdown at any time t, that is a small h. Then delta h or a dh we can say. Delta h is a decrease in a drawdown in time delta t. म्हणजे काय डेल्टा एच जर का आपण अजून केलं तर त्या डेल्टा टी मध्ये म्हणजे छोट्याशा टाइम इंटरवल समजा 1 मिनिट आहे, दर मिनिटाला or in a 1 minute the decrease in a drawdown. Decrease in a drawdown म्हणजे काय वॉटर लेवल इन्क्रीज होतीये. ड्रॉडाऊन म्हणजे हे काय आहे इनिशियल वॉटर टेबल पासून खाली गेलेली पाण्याची पातळी. ओके, ते म्हणजे ड्रॉडाऊन झालं, ते कमी होते डिक्रीज होते. म्हणजेच काय होतंय वॉटर लेवल इनसाइड द वेल इज इन्क्रीजिंग नाउ. That is a delta H decrease in a drawdown or increase in a water level on a time delta T. Means एका मिनिटामध्ये डेल्टा एच म्हणजे समजा आपण असं म्हणूया की 1 सेंटीमीटर आहे. Time being will consider delta H as nothing but the 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter rise is to occur in a 1 minute we can say delta T. So likewise a small fraction we have considered over here. Then for the derivation purpose we are knowing Q is equals to KH. That is a relation in the previous slide we had seen. Then at any time small t, the flow into the well म्हणजे कोणत्याही टाइम पिरियडला कोणत्याही सिच्युएशनला आपण जर का बघितलं तर त्या केसमध्ये म्हणजे तो टाइम प्लस स्मॉल टी घेतला तर डिस्चार्ज क्यू काय असणार आहे तर क्यू इज इक्वल्स टू के इंटू एच असणार आहे. कॅपिटल एच कधी असणार टोटल हेड आपण ड्रॉडाऊन एच केस कन्सिडर केलं तर तो कॅपिटल एच असणार. जर का स्मॉल एच असेल ऍट अ स्मॉल टाइम टी then in that case it will be k into h or it may be a k0. We'll consider either k0 you may consider or a k you can go for. Here I have considered as in a k0. In different books different notations are given. So here but consideration is that k we have to consider as a capital K because a small k is nothing but the hydraulic conductivity in the Darcy's in the equation of V is equals to Ki, isn't it? डार्सीचा जो लॉ होता V is equals to Ki, त्याच्यामधला K हा हायड्रोलिक कंडक्टिव्हिटी स्मॉल K होता. But here we have to consider it as a capital K, which is nothing but the discharge per unit drawdown, isn't it? Then in time a delta T causing a small change dH in the water level. म्हणजे काय केलं आपण अजून केलं इथं की बाबा रे डेल्टा एच एवढी वॉटर लेवल वाढायला लागली कशामध्ये टाइम डेल्टा टी. जर का आपण ते डिफरन्शियल फॉर्म मध्ये घेतलं म्हणजे dt आणि dh मध्ये तर त्या केसमध्ये काय येणार आहे किंवा टोटल वॉटर लेवल राईज जर का आपण बघितली याच्यामधली तर काय येणार आहे इट विल रिक्वायर बी टू मल्टिप्लाय दिस इक्वेशन बाय अ टाइम टू द बोथ द साइड्स. म्हणजे दोन्ही साइडला जर का आपण डेल्टा टी ने जर का मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर आपल्याला बरोबर इन्क्रीज इन अ डिस्चार्ज मिळणार आहे. डेल्टा एच काय इंडिकेट करतो डेल्टा एच इज इन्क्रीज डिक्रीज इन अ ड्रॉडाउन मीन्स इन्क्रीज इन अ वॉटर लेवल, isn't it? So increase in a water level and increase in a time, so you will multiply both the sides of equation, then you will get a small increase or a small change in a discharge of a well, we can say, isn't it? So in time interval of a delta t causing a small change or delta h in a water level will be equals to q into delta t is equals to, means I had just multiplied over here and nothing else than that, is equals to k0h into delta t. Completed. Now just taking into the differential form. Okay, so now if we take into the differential form, there is a delta t, then we will have the q into dt is equals to k0 into dt. But before proceeding to that, we'll rearrange the terms. That is, we are knowing that q is equals to area into velocity. Q is nothing but the area into velocity. As q is equals to area into a velocity over here. Okay, and velocity in general is nothing but the distance upon time. Distance upon time. So here distance is nothing but the h, means height, and time is nothing but the t. So we'll rearrange that. That will be in the dh by dt or delta h by delta t. So q will be equals to minus a into dh by dt. Now why I have assumed here as a minus sign? Because with the increase in a time, there will be the decrease in a height. Drawdown we can say. जसं जसं टाइम वाढत जाणार आहे तसं तसं जी ही ड्रॉडाऊनची जी हाईट आहे किंवा इनिशियल वॉटर लेवल पासून जी वॉटर लेवल विहिरीमधली आहे ते हळूहळू कमी होत जाणार आहे. So that's why I have considered over here as a negative sign. So q is equals to minus a into dh by dt. How it has been taken over? As q is equals to area into velocity and v is equals to distance upon time, as v is equals to s by t. So s is nothing but the distance that is here as a vertical, it is h, and time t we have considered as a dt. So in a small fraction we have considered as a dh into dt. Now instead of the delta t and a delta t, we will go for a dt over there, that is in a differential form we can say. So by rearranging the terms here, you will get q into dt is equals to minus a into dh. For this equation, if you take the dt towards the left hand side, then it will be q into dt is equals to minus a into dh. Now, so q into dt is nothing but the q delta t. So we'll replace that. Why I am replacing over here? Because we want to have an introduce the diameter of the well over there. आपण बऱ्याच वेळा बघतो की जर का मोठी विहीर असेल, जेवढा डायमीटर मोठा असेल तेवढा आपल्याला जास्तीचा म्हणजे जास्त वेळ डिस्चार्ज मिळतो. जेवढा डायमीटर कमी असेल तेवढं वॉटर लेवल फास्टली रिड्यूस होत आहे. पण डायमीटर जर का विहिरीचा मोठा असेल तर वॉटर लेवल विहिरीमधली हळूहळू कमी होत जाते. सो आय वॉन्ट टू इंट्रोड्यूस द डी ओव्हर हियर. सो here now by taking the dt towards the left hand side, q into dt is equals to minus a dh. So now we'll go for that. So here I did so, instead of a dh I have taken as a delta h, so minus a dh, and k0h delta t as it is. So k0h delta t as it is, and instead of a q delta t, now minus a dh is taken over here. Now here the a is the area of the well, is the area of the well. Now in the differential form, we will get a dt is equals to, what I did, I'm going to just take over or replace the delta t by a dt and delta h by a dh. Okay, and now after that, if we look into the equation which we will have, so here we will have k0h into dt is equals to minus a into dh will be there. So we'll take the dh towards the left hand side and dt towards the right hand side, or vice versa. So what we will have? We will have the equation in the form of h and t, and the means the variables will be h and t, and the constant terms will be k and area a. म्हणजे एकदा आपण विहीर खोदल्यानंतर त्याचा एरिया कॉन्स्टंट असणार आहे. k0 is q by h, that is going to be a remain constant over there. So variable will be h and t, means with the increase in a t, h is going to reduce. So after rearranging that, we will get dt is equals to a by k0 into dh by h, that will be a minus. म्हणजे काय केलं मी इथं, I have just taken the k0 h term towards the right hand side. So instead of delta t in the differential form, it will be dt is equals to minus a upon k0 h minus a upon K0H into, instead of delta H, there is a DH. Isn't it? Got the point how the equation has been came over? Now, after that, if you look into the net equation, then here we have considered only a small value, small incremental value of a dt and dh. So for a total depth, if you want to introduce over here, then we'll be required to integrate with the limits. That is the boundary conditions we can say. So the limits or the boundary conditions will be h will be h1 to the h2 and t will be 0 to the tr, we can say capital Tr. That is a recurrence time required to reach the height as h2. Now we will integrate for a time interval of a tr, that is a recurrence time, that is a limit we can say for the time t will be t is equals to 0 to the tr, and the limit for h will be from capital H1 to the capital H2. So by putting those limits, by integrating, we will have integral of a dt, this integral dt with the limits of a 0 to the tr, that is total time, is equals to minus of, this is a minus of a by k0 that I have taken an outside, a by k0 into integral of dh by h with the limits of h1 to the h2. H1 is the upper limit, sorry, lower limit, and h2 is the upper limit, isn't it? So negative sign is therein. Now just integrate it. So integration of a dt is nothing but t, and if you put up the limits, then it will have upper limit minus lower limit, means capital T suffix r minus 0, means there will be only tr for this integral, that is left hand side. For the right hand side, integral of a dh by h, if you take the log, then it will be log h. If you take the ln, then it will be ln h. And by putting the limits, then it will be, it's as a ln h2 minus ln h1. Upper limit minus lower limit, it is a ln of h2 by h1 will be there. That is a tr, that is the left hand side, is equals to a by k0 into ln of h2 by h1, that will be negative, and if you consider it as a positive, means ln h2 minus h1, if you multiply it by a negative sign, then h2 will be the h2 will have negative sign and h1 will have positive sign. It means that it will be ln of h1 minus h2 will be there. So that is ln h1 minus h2 means ln of h1 by h2. But here the sign will be the plus because we have multiplied by negative sign in the to the our log term. Okay, so we got this. Now tr is equals to a by k0 into ln of h1 by h2. Now this is the equation which correlates the recurrence time, total recurrence time, that is tr, which you have considered as 2 hours for a time being. Area of the well, that will be as a circular we will consider. If the nothing is mentioned about the well, then we have to consider it as a circular well. It may happen that the wells are in a square manner or a rectangular manner. As per the given conditions, we have to consider. That is nothing but the area. Here this will be pi by 4 d square will be the area, and h1 is the initial limit and h2 will be the final limit. Okay, means the initial depression head and the final depression head we can say. Depression means the initial row down and the final row down. Initial row down is h1 and final row down is a h2. Okay, or if we'll rearrange this equation, for a k0 by a, for a k0 by a, then we will have k0 by a is equals to, म्हणजे मी काय केला k0 आणि a इकडे घेतले, म्हणजे काय होणार आहे k0 is multiplying to tr and a will be dividing to them, so it will be k0 by a is equals to 1 by tr, and if we take that tr towards the right hand side, then in that case there will be a problem, sorry, there will be the this term tr will be dividing to this equation, म्हणजे right side ला tr घेतल्यानंतर ना काय करणार, divide करणार आहे. So k0 by a is equals to 1 by tr into ln of h1 by h2, and this term k0 by a is nothing but the specific yield or a specific capacity of a well we can say. So it is defined as the term k0 by a, maybe it is considered as a ks or we'll consider as a c we can say. Q is equals to CAH, the equation which you had seen in the previous case, that is previous examples, previous slide also. That is nothing but the either C or a KS is nothing but the specific capacity per unit well area. Specific capacity per unit well area, and K0 is nothing but the Q upon H. K0 is a Q upon H, that is a specific capacity, and upon A is nothing but the specific capacity per unit area of a aquifer. Clear? So this is a part of an equation we can say over here. I hope so all of you have noted this equation. Start for the next part. Now we'll go for the examples. The first example which I have taken over here for the discussion, it was asked in May 18 in our university examination for the 5 marks. I will go for the statement. You do write down. The diameter of a well is 8 meter. Means the diameter is given to us, that is 8 meter, and the normal water level is a 6 meter below the ground level. The normal water level inside the well is 6 meter below the ground level, we can say. It means the groundwater table is at a 6 meter below the ground level. म्हणजे जमिनीपासून 6 मीटर खाली पाण्याची पातळी आहे normally. Then the pumping depresses the water level to a 16 meter below the ground level. Means after starting a pumping from the well, the water level inside the well has been dropped up to 16 meter. म्हणजे 16 फूट पाणी जमीन विहिरीमधलं खाली गेलं. कधी? After starting a pumping. Then 4 hours after stopping a pumping, म्हणजे काय केलं, पंपिंग बंद केलं आणि 4 तासानंतर ना, मीन्स 4 hours after stopping a pumping, water recuperated by a 6 meter. म्हणजे after stopping the pumping by 4 hours, म्हणजे पाणी बंद केल्यानंतर ना, पंप बंद केल्यानंतर ना 4 तासांनी जी वॉटर लेवल होती विहिरीमधली, ती वॉटर लेवल 6 मीटर वरती आली. 6 मीटर वरती आली म्हणजे कुठे आली? त्या 16 मीटर पासून 6 मीटर वर आलं. 16 मीटर काय होतं? 16 मीटर वॉज द वॉटर लेवल अप टू विच वी डिड द पंपिंग. 16 मीटर पर्यंत आपण पंपिंग केलं होतं. त्यानंतर आपण काय केलं? पंप बंद केला. आणि हमने क्या किया? पहले हमने पंप स्टार्ट किया, 16 मीटर वाटर लेवल कम होने दिया, और 16 मीटर तक जब वाटर लेवल गया तब हमने पंप बंद कर दिया. और उसके बाद में 4 घंटे के बाद हमने जब ऑब्जर्व किया तो क्या हुआ था? जो वाटर लेवल 16 मीटर तक गया था वो वहां से 6 मीटर ऊपर आया, यानी कि इट हैज बीन गॉट रिकूपरेटेड बाय अ 6 मीटर फ्रॉम दैट 16 मीटर, इसके ऊपर आ गया. सो व्हाट इज द स्पेसिफिक कैपेसिटी ऑफ द वेल? मींस K0 by A they have asked to calculate. And also find the yield of a well or a drawdown of a 6 meter. Means if the drawdown in the well is a 6 meter, what will be the yield from that well? That is a safe yield for a 6 meter drawdown, we can say. So in the solution part, firstly we'll go for the sketch so that you will get the idea. Now go for a simple sketch, line diagram, we can say. Suppose that this is a groundwater level, sorry, this is an ground surface. ही जमीन आहे असं आपण अजून करूया. And this is the well. This is the total depth of the well I have considered over here, and this is the diameter of the well. So diameter is given to us as 8 meter. So firstly go for the sketch, that is a well like this. So this is a vertical well. Clear? Have you completed up to this one? Line diagram just go for. Then after that we'll go for the deciding the indicating the different things over here. So what they had told us, the normal water level is a 6 meter below the ground level. यानी कि normal water level यानी कि pumping start करने से पहले जो पानी था कहाँ पे कुएं में, वो 6 मीटर बिलो द ग्राउंड टेबल था, यानी कि ग्राउंड सरफेस था. यानी कि यहाँ से ग्राउंड सरफेस से जो पानी वो कुएं में था वो 6 मीटर था. So I had shown over here. So this red water level indicator indicates that initial water level 6 meter below the ground level. Okay, so this is an initial water level inside the well, that is a 6 meter. Then this arrow indicates that the Q pumping rate, constant pumping rate of a Q in a outside the well. Then the next part is the pumping depresses the water level to 16 meter below the ground level. यानी कि क्या किया हमने, पंपिंग स्टार्ट किया Q अमाउंट से, उससे क्या हो गया, जो वाटर लेवल था वो 16 मीटर बिलो गया. कहां से गया 16 मीटर बिलो? जो हमारा ग्राउंड लेवल है वहां से, क्योंकि यहाँ पे उन्होंने हमें कुछ दिया है क्या, कुछ मेंशन किया है क्या कि 6 मीटर से गया है, यानी कि जो इनिशियल वाटर लेवल था उससे नीचे 60 मीटर गया है, ऐसा कुछ उन्होंने नहीं दिया है. इट मीन्स दैट we have to assume that the water level, so the pumping has depressed the water level to 60 meter below ground level. So they have mentioned clearly from the ground level. So from the ground level, water level has been got depressed to the 60 meter. So I had shown over there, over here. This is the line indicating a 16 meter, and this is a corresponding water level. So this is a 16 meter. This is a black water indicator. It indicates the 16 मीटर डिप्रेस्ड लेवल, यानी कि हमारा जो इनिशियल लेवल रहेगा वो हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे उससे. ओके, ये समझ में आया क्या किया मैंने? तो दिस इज अ 16 मीटर बिलो द ग्राउंड लेवल, वाटर लेवल हैज बीन गॉट डिप्रेस्ड ड्यू टू द पंपिंग, यानी कि पंप शुरू करने के बाद जो पानी हमने बाहर निकाला तो उसने क्या किया, 16 मीटर तक नीचे ले लिया. क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट पार्ट, दैट इज 4 आवर्स आफ्टर स्टॉपिंग द पंपिंग, यानी कि पंपिंग बंद करने के बाद, स्टॉप करने के बाद 4 घंटे से, यानी कि पंपिंग स्टॉप करने 4 घंटे बाद पंपिंग बंद करने से, पाणी पंप बंद केल्यानंतर ना 4 तासानंतर ना वॉटर रिक्युपरेटेड बाय 6 मीटर. 4 आवर्स आफ्टर स्टॉपिंग द पंपिंग, वाटर रिक्युपरेटेड बाय 6 मीटर्स, यानी कि जब हमने पंपिंग बंद किया था तो वाटर लेवल कहाँ था, यहाँ पे था, 16 मीटर पे था. अब वो कहां तक गया, अब तो वो कहां तक गया, 6 मीटर ऊपर आ गया, यानी कि ये मैंने यहाँ पे दिखाया है. सो रेड इंडिकेट्स दैट आफ्टर 4 आवर्स द वाटर लेवल हैज बीन रिक्युपरेटेड बाय अ 6 मीटर, यानी कि पंपिंग बंद केल्यानंतर ना, बंद केल्या केल्या जी वॉटर लेवल आपली होती 16 मीटरला, त्यानंतर ना 4 तासांनी पाणी इथून बरोबर इथपर्यंत आलं, 6 मीटरने वरती आलं. क्लियर? 6 मीटरने पाणी कुठपर्यंत आलं, इथपर्यंत आलं. सो T is equals to 4 hour indicates the water level as a 6 meter. Clear? Have you got the point? यानी कि इनिशियल में क्या क्या था समझ में आया सभी के? पहले क्या दिया था उन्होंने, जो वाटर लेवल इनिशियल था पंप शुरू करने से पहले वो था 6 मीटर्स, कहां से, ग्राउंड लेवल से. बाद में क्या किया उन्होंने, कॉन्स्टेंटली वाटर पंप शुरू कर दिया और कॉन्स्टेंटली पानी बाहर निकाला, और जब पानी पंप बंद किया तब क्या था, वाटर लेवल 16 मीटर्स नीचे गया था, कहां से, ग्राउंड लेवल से. और बाद में क्या किया हमने, 4 घंटे बाद हमने ऑब्जर्व किया पंप बंद करने से, पंप बंद करने के बाद 4 घंटे बाद हमने जब देखा तो क्या होता, वाटर लेवल यहां से यानी कि 16 मीटर से ऊपर आया था 6 मीटर तक, अब 4 घंटे बाद में आया था. क्लियर? So with respect to this, what they asked the specific capacity of the well and the yield of the well for a drawdown of 6 meter. अभी हम उससे हमें क्या निकलना है, स्पेसिफिक कैपेसिटी यानी कि K by H निकलना है, K by A निकलना है. सो उसके लिए हमारे पास इक्वेशन क्या आता है, इक्वेशन हमारा H1 और H2 से आता है, ln H2 by H1 है, यानी कि इनिशियल ड्रॉडाउन और फाइनल ड्रॉडाउन. सो इनिशियल ड्रॉडाउन यानी कि क्या, वाटर लेवल डिप्रेस्ड, ड्रॉडाउन यानी कि क्या, वाटर लेवल डिप्रेस्ड, और अमाउंट बाय व्हिच वाटर लेवल हैज बीन गॉट डिप्रेस्ड फ्रॉम इनिशियल टू द फाइनल, दैट इज नथिंग बट ड्रॉडाउन. सो द फर्स्ट ड्रॉडाउन यानी कि एट द टाइम ऑफ रिक्यूपरेंस, एट द टाइम ऑफ रिक्यूपरेंस यानी कि कब, जब पंप बंद किया था तब, यानी कि एट द T इज इक्वल्स टू 0, यानी कि यहाँ पे. क्लियर? यहाँ पे यानी कि वो जो वाटर लेवल डिप्रेस हुआ तो वो कहां से हुआ, इनिशियल वाटर लेवल से हुआ. इनिशियल वाटर लेवल कहां पे था हमारा, 6 मीटर पे था, कहां से, ग्राउंड लेवल से. सो ग्राउंड लेवल से ये था 6 मीटर पे, अभी कितने मीटर पे है वो, बिलो 16 मीटर पे है. तो हमें क्या निकलना है, ये दोनों में का इलेवेशन निकलना है. सो यहां से यानी कि पंपिंग स्टार्ट करने से जो हमारा वाटर लेवल डिप्रेस हुआ वो कहां तक हुआ, यहां तक हुआ. दैट हाइट वी वांट टू कैलकुलेट. सो वो हाइट कैसे निकालेंगे, टोटल हमें मालूम है कितना है, 16 मीटर दिया है, और इसमें से जो इनिशियल वाटर लेवल था वो कितना था, 6 मीटर था. सो यू कुड सब्सट्रैक्ट दैट 6 meters from 16 meters, then you will get the H1, that is a 10 meter. यानी कि जो इनिशियल ड्रॉडाउन था, जो इनिशियल वाटर लेवल था हमारा पंपिंग बंद किया तब, वो कितना था हमारा, 10 मीटर. कहां से, इनिशियल वाटर लेवल से, इनिशियल वाटर लेवल से वो 10 मीटर नीचे गया था, बिकॉज वी आर कोरिलेटिंग ऑल द थिंग्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ द ड्रो डाउन ओवर हियर. सो H1 इनिशियल ड्रो डाउन इज अ 10 मीटर. ड्रो डाउन यानी कि क्या, डिप्रेस्ड वाटर लेवल. जमीन से, जमीन लेवल से हमें कुछ लेना देना नहीं है. कहां से लेना देना है हमें, वी आर purely related or concentrating over the water level, initial water level and final water level. So initial water level यहाँ पे था, ओके और पंपिंग बंद करने के बाद ये यहाँ पे था, तो ये इसके नीचे कितना था, 6 मीटर था, और अभी कितना हो गया है, 16 मीटर हो गया है. सो इन दोनों में का जो डिफरेंस रहेगा, कौन सा, ये 6 मीटर और ये वाला 16 मीटर, जो 10 मीटर रहेगा, that is nothing but the initial drawdown at t is equals to 0. So how I have calculated, that is the total depth as a 16 meter from the ground level minus the depth of the initial water level is a 6 meter. So we got a 10 meter as a initial drawdown as a H1. Clear? Then the next drawdown, that is H2, वो कैसे, कहां से आएगा, the initial water level to the water level after 4 hours. यानी कि इनिशियल वाटर लेवल कहां पे था हमारा, यहाँ पे था, और आफ्टर 4 घंटे बाद, 4 घंटे बाद कब से, पंप बंद करने से वो वाटर लेवल यहाँ पे आ गया. सो ये जो डिफरेंस रहेगा दोनों का, कौन सा वाला, इनिशियल वाटर लेवल का और आफ्टर 4 आवर्स का, यानी कि इनिशियल यानी कि एट द बिगिनिंग वाला, ये क्या रहेगा हमारा, H2 रहेगा, यानी कि ड्रॉडाउन एट t इज इक्वल्स टू 4 आवर्स. सो वो कैसे निकलेंगे हम, अभी हमें टोटल मालूम है, कौन सा, यहां से यहां तक मालूम है. अभी ये कितना था हमारा, 10 मीटर्स था. दिस इज अ 10 मीटर्स. नाउ यू सब्सट्रैक्ट दैट 6 मीटर्स फ्रॉम दैट 10 मीटर, देखिए टोटल 10 मीटर है ये हमारा, उसमें से हमने 6 मीटर सब्सट्रैक्ट किया, तो क्या मिलेगा हमें, यहां से यहां तक का हाइट मिलेगा, दैट इज नथिंग बट द 4 मीटर. सो H2, it is from this water level to the water level after 4 hours from the stopping of the pump, that is a 4 meters. So H1 is a 10 meters, H2 is a 4 meters. So now we'll start the writing the part that is given data and things those are asked to calculate. Given data includes the diameter of the well, 8 meters. Then initial water level, that is H, we will consider, that is a 6 meter. Initial water level as a 6 meter. Then H1, that is a initial drawdown, we can say, when the pump has been stopped, at the time of the pump has been stopped, that is from the initial water level to the level up to which the water has been got depressed, that is initial drawdown, that is a 16 minus 6, that is a 10 meters. And H2, that is after t is equals to 4 hours, it is a 10 minus 6, that is a 4 meters. And time of recuperance they had given us as an 4 hours. You may convert that hours to the seconds, minutes, or you may keep as it is, because at the last you will get the equation in that form only, isn't it? So then calculate what they have asked to calculate. So firstly they have asked the specific capacity, it is a K per unit area. K per unit area, here we have to consider capital K. By mistake I did is as small k, this capital K per unit area. Second, they have asked to calculate the yield, that is a Q, when the drawdown is a 6 meters, means H1 H2 is not going to matter there, that is directly they are considered as a capital H or a S, that is a 6 meters. Now we'll start for the solution part. So we are knowing that to get how to get the K and A, that is K by A is equals to 1 by TR ln H1 by H2. We are knowing this equation. Now with this equation, if we'll put up the values over here, so we know K by A is equals to 1 by TR ln H1 by H2. So I would like to go along with you. So K by A we want to calculate is equals to 1 by TR. Now just put up the value of TR over here. So what is the TR? I would like to put as it is, as a 4 hours. If you have converted to seconds, then you may go for, only change will be there, that is a unit will be there, and nothing else than that. Then ln H1 by H2, H1 is 10 meter. Now put up the values. So H1 as a 10, okay, it is a 10 meters, and H2 that is a 4 meters. So here I would like to put up the value as a 4. Now get the K by A by putting the values, that is a ln of 10 by 4, it is a 0.91, isn't it? Into 1 by 4. So what is the magnitude? What is the magnitude? Please do paste your answers in the chat box immediately without wasting a time. Just look into the form of the units. Yeah, exactly, it will be per hour. Why per hour? Because time is in hours. It is a 1 upon hour. Ln h1 by h2 means here meters and meter, they will get cancels, means only 1 upon hour, that is the per hour. It will be per hour. Now the next parameter which is asked to calculate, what is asked next? They have asked the discharge. They have asked the discharge, but when they have asked discharge, the discharge when a drawdown is a 6 meter. In a previous one we had seen that Q is proportional to the H. H is nothing but the drawdown, we can say. H is nothing but the drawdown, we can say, or rate of depression, we can say. It is a Q is equals to KH and K is equals to we have simplified it and we got the relation, that is Q is equals to K by A into H, that is a CAH. Or you may simplify it as a Q is equals to K into H, but that becomes difficult, forgetting hydraulic conductivity and all those things, isn't it? So we'll go for along with this equation. So C I have assumed as a K by A. Just to put up the values over here. C as it is, that is a 0.229. I will keep as it is. Then area A, it will be pi by 4 d square, isn't it? Pi by 4 into d square. So pi, I would like to go for its magnitude directly, 3.14 upon 4 into d square, that is a diameter. How much it is given? 8 meters. So 8 into 8 as a 64. So it's a square as a 64 into the drawdown. I will check the answers also. Just a minute. I don't have answer. So into 64 into H. H means the drawdown. How much they are given? They have given us, that is a 6. So that is equals to, let's go for into 64 into 6 into 3.14 by 4. I'm getting the different answer over here. All of you please start. Pi by 4 d square is there. Pi by 4 3.14 by 4. D is a diameter, that is 8, and 8 square is nothing but the 64. So do the calculations immediately. Others please start. Okay, so I will go for 69.029 is there. So 69.023 meter cube per hour will be there. Meter cube per hour. Okay. Yeah, 69.07023 likewise. 69 point something is there in. Clear? So I think so all of you are clear about this example. That is how the magnitudes are given and how we have to go for. Isn't it? Now we'll go for the next example. It was asked in May 13 for 7 marks. This is as an same as a previous one, only change in the dimensions are there. So I will go for mentioning over firstly. The diameter of a well is a 4 meter. The diameter is there. It means that it is an open well. The diameter of a well is a 4 meter. Normal water level is a 6 meter below the ground level. The pumping depresses the water level to 16 meter below the ground level. The 2 hours after stopping pumping, water recuperated by 4 meters. It means that time interval they have changed. Then what is the specific capacity of the well? That will be per unit area we will go for. Also find the yield of a well for a drawdown of 4 meters. Drawdown you have to consider as a single word. Drawdown of 4 meter. It was asked in May 13 for 7 marks. Okay. Now I would like to start for the example. Firstly, I would like to go for a sketch, but I have taken the sketch of the previous example only. Only parameters, those will be different one over here. Okay, so those only we have to take into consideration. So here the diameter is a 4 meter as it is. The normal water level is a 6 meter below the ground level. It has been shown over here. Then pumping depresses the water level to 16 meter below the ground level. This is also a same one. Then 2 hours after a stopping pumping, water recuperated by 4 meters. It means here instead of a 6 meter, there will be the 4 meters. Here instead of 6 meter, there is a 4 meters, and here instead of a T as a 4 hours, here is a 2 hours. That is the only change that we have to consider, because I have just taken the figure from the previous example as it is. Okay, so just in your diagram you do change, instead of a 6 meter, that is a 4 meters, and instead of a 4 hour, it is here as a 2 hours. At the time of providing the notes to the you, in that I am going to do the changes. Okay, but right now just change the things over here. Then there will be the change in the heads also that I did. In the given data, D is a 4 meters as it is. Then H as a 6 meters, that is the initial water level that they had given us. Capital H I have assumed here. Then H1 is a 16 minus 6, that is a 10 meters. It will be as it is. Only change will be there for the H2 now. So H2 will be 10 minus 4. Instead of a 10 minus 6 here, there will be a 10 minus 4 here, we can say. Okay, इथं 10 minus मी 6 केलेला आहे, त्याच्याऐवजी काय असणार आहे 10 minus 4, that is a 6 meter. In the calculation I did all those things, but here only I forgotten over here. Okay, but at the time of the giving providing you all those things, and in that I'm going to do the changes. So H2 is a 6 meters now. TR, that is the time of recuperance, is a 2 hours. And to calculate specific capacity, that is a per unit area, we are going to calculate over here. It is a K by A. K I will make it as a capital. Just a minute, it's taking for some time. Might be it's getting saved. Yeah, is a capital K I would like to go for. They asked, and second they have asked the find the drawdown. Find the yield, that is Q, when the drawdown is a 4 meter. It is S or H as a 4 meters. So now we are knowing the equation, that is a K by A is equals to 1 by TR ln H1 by H2. So to put up the values now, 1 by TR, time period is 2 hours, into ln of H1. H1 is a same, that is a 10 divided by H2 as a 6 here. So get the magnitude now, that is ln of 10 by 6, sorry, just with the ln of 10 by 6, but I'm doing 6 exactly upon 2 will be there. So that is someone has pasted, the maths person, I think so. Exactly, Vaishnavi, that's the correct one. No, yaar, how, where I'm going wrong? My answer is a different one. Others please fast. Vaishnavi, we will check that. .255 per hour. Okay. So 10 that is a K by A, that is the specific capacity per unit area, is a 0.255 per hour per unit area, per hour per unit area, we can say, per hour per unit area. Okay, then now the next one, that is a Q. So for Q, I'm getting the answers from, okay, answers are different. How come the answers are different? We'll check that now. Q is equals to K by A into AH. So K by A we have calculated over here. I will make it as a capital one, okay, so that there will not be any sort of the ambiguity further. That is a C we have considered, that is a CAH. that is a 0.225. कोणाच तरी आन्सर मला वेगळं सापडलेलं रे. Let it be. Now we'll check that. Where I was. Where I was. 0.225 h into area काय असणार आहे, पाय बाय 4 d स्क्वेअर असणार आहे, सर्क्युलर आहे. पाय इज 3.14 upon 4 pi by 4 into d square. Now diameter is once again same. Now diameter is different, that is 4 meter they are given. Square of the 4 as a 16. So pi by 4 d square into h, that is a drawdown they had given us as an 4 meters, h or s as a 4. So 2 into 3 upon 1 point. Others please. Others please, last answer I want to have. My answer is a 12.8. All of you are getting 19.246. How come it is? बरोबर कुणाचं आहे, चुकीचं कुणाचं आहे आता? Who else is correct and who else is wrong? Okay. The correct answer is 12.83 meter cube per hour. Now I think so all of you are getting the things, that is a what they have asked and what we have to do over there. Clear? Now we'll go for the next type of the numerical. It was asked twice. The same example was asked twice for a 6 marks in the December 17 and December 18 for 6 marks. But they asked a design and an open well in a fine sand to give a discharge of 0.004 cubic when worked under a depression head of 3 meters. The specific yield of an open well in a sand may be taken as a 0.5 per hour per square meter of area. Clearly they have mentioned under unit depression head. Okay, so what they asked to design means what? They asked design means what we have to do. They had already given the depression head and all those things. म्हणजे h वगैरे त्यांनी दिलेलं आहे आपल्याला. म्हणजे काय करायचं आपल्याला? Here we have to find out the diameter of the well. Here we have to find out the diameter of a well such that it will have a discharge of a 0.004 0.004 cubic means meter cube per second when it is worked under a depression head of a 3 meters means the drawdown h or s we can say, capital H or capital S we can say, it is a 3 meters, and the specific yield of an open well in a sand may be taken as a 0.5 per hour per square meter area per unit depression under unit depression head. Means that K by A they had given us, C is given, that is a 0.5. How simple it is now? Means they had given us drawdown H or S 3 meters, discharge 0.004 meter cube per second, and value of a C or K by A as a 0.5. And what they asked? They asked to calculate the area, isn't it? So Q is equals, we will go for now that. Just to note down the example and we will go for the solution of that. I think so all of you have completed the task of writing the things completed. Okay, so that's great. Now we'll start for the solution part. We'll go for firstly the data which is given to us, and then we'll go for the solution part, or simultaneously we'll go for. So the given data is about the discharge, that is a 0.004 cubic means meter cube per second. Then the depression head that we had seen in the starting, that is Q is proportional to the H. Okay, that is a depression head or a drawdown we can say, that is H they are given 3 meters. Then K by A, that is a C, they have given us the 0.5 per hour per square meter area, means per area we can say, per unit area we will consider. Then if you want to convert that is to meter cube per second, it will be required to convert meter cube per second. Why is it so? Because discharge is given in meter cube per second. Discharge is given in meter cube per second, that is a 0.004 cubic means meter cube per second. So here they have given the value of the C as a 0.5 per hour, means it will be required to convert in the per second, or either you may convert the cubics to the meter cube per hour, one and same. So instead of that we will go for conversion of this. So it will be now per hour ahe, so per second will be required to go for then it will be 1.3889 into 10 raised to minus 4 per second. Just check it, is it correct or not. Per hour आहे, per second करायचं म्हणजे काय करायला आपल्याला, it will be get divided by 24 into 3600, 24 sorry hour आहे, sorry 60 into 60, 3600, 0.5 by 3600, that is 1.388 into 10 raised to minus 4 per second. Then to calculate what they asked to calculate the diameter of the well, isn't it? They asked diameter of the well. So now from the Q, that is equation of the discharge, we are knowing what we are knowing. Q is equals to K by A into H, that is a Q is equals to CAH, isn't it? A simplified form we are taking over here. Just to put out the values, C is known to you, 1.3889 into 10 raised to minus 4. Area will be pi by 4 into d square. This is a pi by 4 into d square, and H is a 3 meters. So Q as a 0.004 is equals to C as a, or K by A as a 1.3889 into area as a pi by 4 d square into 3. Now d is the only parameter which is unknown to us, isn't it? So get the magnitude for a d. Just do the calculations so that you will get the magnitude for a d. So d, I am getting the answer as a 3.496 or 3.395, something like that. So we'll make it as a 3.496. Okay, let it be 3.496. So we'll go for in a meters. So we got the diameter of the well as a 3.496. It means that if the diameter of well is a 3.496, in that case, under the head depression head drawdown of a 3 meter with the C of 1.3889 to 10 raised to minus 4, we will get a constant discharge. Oh, sorry, we will get the discharge of a 0.004 max, that is a meter cube per seconds, we can say. Okay, so wherever we are finding at the small k, is considered as a capital K. Completed all of this. Now only just a minute. Just check it. Okay, so now we'll go for the next type of the example. This one we have solved just now. It was not asked till time. We will go for during the recuperation test of a 4 meter open well, the recuperation of a depression head from 2.5 meter to 1.25 meter were found to take place in 90 minutes. Determine a specific capacity per unit area and yield of a well for a safe drawdown of a 2.5 meter, and what would be the yield from a well of a 5 meter diameter for a drawdown of a 2.5 meters. I will read once again. During a recuperation test on a 4 meter well, the recuperation of a depression head from 2.5 meters to 1.25 meter were found to take place in 90 minutes. Means what they had given us, the diameter of open well is given as a 4 meters. Okay, then under the recuperation heads they are given H1 and H2 they are given. H1 is a 2.5 meter, H2 has a 1.25 meters, and a time of a recuperation, that is a TR, is given as a 90 minutes. Okay, and what they asked, specific capacity per unit area. Clear? Means K by A we have to calculate. Then they have asked yield of a well for a safe drawdown of a 2.5 meters. Means Q we have to calculate for a H or S as a 2.5 meters, and then what would be the yield for a well of a 5 meter diameter for a drawdown of 2.5 meters. म्हणजे याच डाटा मध्ये जर का डायमीटर बदलला आपण from 4 meters to 5 meters, what will be the for a drawdown of 2.5 meter, what will be the discharge that they have asked. Okay, have you understood this one? Means regarding the previous examples, only additional thing is that they had given a directly value of the H1 and H2. H1 and H2 are directly given to us, and additionally they have asked the drawdown by changing the diameter of the bed. Clear? So we'll go for the solution. Please do fast. Okay, so deep 4 meter, H1 2.5 meter, H2 1.25 meters. Time of recuperance, that is 90 minutes or 1.5 hours. Then H next साठी दिलेला आहे आपल्याला, that is a 2.5 and म्हणजे इथे विचारलेलं आहे सेकंड मध्ये 2.5 मीटर and 6 meters they have given us. That is next calculation साठी सध्याला काही गरज नाही आपल्याला. So initially don't go for this 2.5 meters and 6 meters. Additionally I wrote over here. Okay, then calculate what is asked. Firstly they asked to calculate K by C, K by A, that is the specific capacity per unit area. Then next they have asked the Q at when at H is equals to 2.5 meters, that they have asked, drawdown of 2.5 meter. And the next they have asked the discharge, that is yield at D is equals to 5 meter, diameter as a 5 meter and drawdown as a 2.5 meters, means only changing a diameter. Okay, so now we'll go for the solution part side by side. So we are knowing for first one, that is a K by A, we are knowing the relation, it is a K by A is equals to 1 by TR ln of H1 by H2, ln of H1 by H2. Okay, so we got the specific capacity per unit area as a 0.462 per hour, and then for the first case, that is a Q at a depression head of a 2.5 meters, Q is equals to CAH, we got the magnitude as a 14.52 meter cube per hour. Now for the next discharge they asked by changing the diameter, means here instead of the 4 there will be the 5. So now we'll go for that. Now for Q at a D is equals to 5 meter and H is equals to 2.5 meters, area will be 5 by 4 d square, that is a 5 square will be there, that is 19.635. Now Q is equals to CA to H2. A2 means the area, that is a pi by 4. So now area is known to us, just put up the values over here. So Q is equals to CA to H2. So that is equals to 0.462 into area as a 19.632 into 2.25 is the head. I have considered as a 2.5 over here. I don't know how is it so big. Okay, here by 2.25 you will get 20.415 meter cube per hour, and by 2.5 meters up ahead you will get the value as a magnitude for the discharge as a 22.67 meter cube per hour. Okay,